Good morning. I love history. My love of history really began in the mid-1960s when I joined scouting. And during my journey of scouting, our first scoutmaster's name was Lawson Walker. Now, Mr. Walker was then the first and only Eagle Scout from our small town, but he was also a World War I veteran. And he would tell us stories and teach us about World War I and how it came about and the principles behind what really happened. And I really absorbed everything. I loved it. That's when my love of history started really to begin, is I got to hear these stories firsthand from a veteran. And he shared with us a couple of things I remember to this day. First thing he shared was he felt a great responsibility to go to war. This is back in 1915, 1916. He felt a great responsibility. He felt that the world was on the brink. And this was during the 1960s when the Vietnam War was going on, so that was probably a very unpopular opinion, but he said he felt a great responsibility. He also said that when he became a leader in the military, he felt great responsibility. He said great leaders have great responsibility. Now, my dad was being transferred to Virginia from Ohio, and before we got transferred, Mr. Walker gave me this. This is a medal that he received back in World War I, from World War I. He gave it to me as a remembrance of our time in scouting. Fast forward to 1983 when I was working with my first mentor, Bill. Bill loved history. Bill loved even more Winston Churchill. And he would tell me stories about Winston Churchill and how his leadership style and what he learned from Winston Churchill about being a leader and how he built his business. That's how some of these 12 principles that he taught me and how I'm teaching other people came about. And he shared a statement with me that I wrote down. Remember, I just read this again. He said, responsibility is the price of greatness. He learned that from Churchill. Responsibility is the price of greatness. If you're going to be a great leader, you need great responsibility. You have that coming upon you. He said, Winston Churchill had so much responsibility. He felt that he had to win the war. And I learned this. And this is how I really built myself up, is taking personal responsibility. It's the first key to being a great leader. So if you're a leader in an organization or a manager, are you taking full responsibility for everything around your organization? I remember reading recently about Paul Bear Bryant, and he said he never blamed his players for a loss. He blamed himself because he took responsibility. If his players were not prepared, it wasn't their fault. It was his fault. He took great responsibility. Another great leader in sports. What a great lesson. Responsibility is the price of greatness. If you want this year to be better than the last 10 years combined, I would love for you to check out my new course, Cultivating Personal Leadership. Go to davesandersonspeaks.com, go to my products and Cultivating Personal Leadership, check it out. If you have any questions, please email me at davesandersonspeaks.com. I'll be more than happy to get back, because this program is all about these 12 skills that I learned and implemented, and I'm teaching the next generation. So check it out, Cultivating Personal Leadership. But until next time, remember to create your own flight plan for your future. And all the moments in your life happen for a reason and a purpose, and it does serve you. And all the moments in your life matter. And go out and impact somebody's life today. Go out and make it an outstanding day.